Inflation, rising debt, job uncertainty. It can leave us feeling, well, financially overwhelmed.
Yeah. Okay, so financial expert Tiffany Aliche, also known as the Budgetnista, says stability isn't about predicting the economy. It's about really having a plan.
Yeah, and her best-selling book, Get Good with Money, 10 Simple Steps to Becoming Financially Whole, is now out in paperback, just in time for Financial Literacy Month. And she's joining us now with some practical steps to help you take control. So good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, a lot of people feel really shaky with their finances right now. I mean, what would you say is like the first step to gaining control?
Well, first step, I want you to focus on what you can control. So that's your budget, where you save your money, that's your spending, even how much you make. Like, do you have a GoMe file? So that way when you meet with your manager, you can share, here are some tangible ways that I've made this company better. So focus on what you can control, not what you can't do.
You also talk about something that's called a noodle budget.
Yes.
So what is that?
So remember back in college where we used to OD on ramen noodles? Because we didn't have any
Story of
money.
my life.
Yeah. So I want you to think, I don't want you to live at your ramen noodle budget, but you should know what's your bare bones budget.
Okay.
Where if you had, say if you lost your job and you had to cut out all of these things in order to survive, right? And so you should know what that is, because too many people lose their home and they still have their cable on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So really noting what's your baseline budget that you could drop down to if you need to.
So is that like a common mistake then that people make?
Yeah, they keep living at the same level, but it's like you could do your own grooming. You can cut out some of those subscriptions. So you want to be really mindful that I know if I lose my job, I can go from spending $5,000 a month for all my bills and things to maybe $4,000, so you can conserve your money.
Or just have one night of ramen noodles a week, right? And then put that money in savings. But a lot of people can't even think about saving right now because of just kind of the state of the world. Everything seems to be higher. Inflation is high. Gas prices are high. So what's your advice to those folks?
Try it. I know it feels very overwhelming. I used to tell myself when I started saving, if I could do $10, one day I'll be able to do 20. If I could do 20, one day I can do 50. So start for wherever small section that you can start with, I want you to do that. And have like a simple goal, maybe $500 is your emergency fund, maybe $1,000. And ideally you want to put it in a high yield savings account, right? Because you're going to get more interest and it's really going to hedge against inflation, you know? So it's starting something simply, automating it, and make sure that you're putting in a high yield savings account.
Yeah, but some people might say, I can't save money because I'm trying so hard to get out of debt.
Yeah.
So any money that I make, I want to get out of my debt.
Yeah.
So how do you handle that then?
So you want to kind of do both, because no savings leads to debt and debt leads to no savings. So they kind of go hand in hand. So when it comes to debt, I want you to think restructure and automation. So if your credit is still decent, you can take some of the money that you owe on one credit card and do a balance transfer to another card where you have a better interest rate, but the interest rate is lower, so you can save more money.
Yeah.
Then also too, you can think of like if you have a car note, and credit unions typically have better interest rates than wherever you probably have your car note with. So consider transferring that loan over there so that way you can spend less money there. And the snowball method is a great place to start. That's when you focus on paying off the debt with the smallest balance first. You pay the minimum to everything else, smallest balance first. Once that debt is paid off, you roll over that full payment to the second lowest debt on your list, and then you automate that process.
Okay. So the book's out now in paperback. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit more about what, if somebody is looking at this today saying, okay, what is the absolute first and easiest step I can take right now? What is it?
Well, really, it's a mindset shift, because your money will never do more than what your mindset will allow. Most people have a financial confidence issue, not competence issue. And the way you increase your confidence is one small thing. Open up that high yield savings account. Put that $10 into it. Maybe separate your checking account and have a bills account so you can just pay bills out of that account. One small thing today can mean a big leap for later.
You know, I had a friend who was also often talking to me about how do I save money and blah, blah, blah. And I said I started making my coffee from home. And the money I would save in the daily Starbucks at the end of the week, I took that and put it into a savings account. And he was like, well, that's like nothing. I'm like, but that is something.
Yes, it's the habit.
Right.
You know, because if you can do 10, one day you can do 100. And you can do 100, one day you can do 1,000.
Right.
So you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, I like doing it automatically, so I don't even see it go there. It just is there, and then all of a sudden you look at your savings and you're like, wow.
Because honestly, automation really is the new discipline.
Yes.
You know, you can actually even ask payroll, right? You can say, hey, I want you to split my check before I get my check. And you can have that $20 or $30 go not only to your checking account, but a piece of it go to your savings, so you don't even see it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's really helpful.
That's the best way to go. All right,
All
thank
good
you so
stuff.
much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so
Great
much.
advice. Congrats on the book.
Thank you.
Have fun on your tour.